Ciao ragazzi, eccoci stasera con una nuova chiacchierata per far la conoscenza con un altro dei protagonisti della prossima Red Bull XAlps 2025. Attesissima 12ª edizione della più appassionante gara di I Can Fly al mondo. Quest'anno FIVL con i suoi canali e con il sottoscritto è stata invitata formalmente e accreditata come media press nella competizione. Quindi saremo presenti nei giorni preparatori allo start, durante la gara e poi durante lo svolgimento saremo di nuovo live con i teams, i piloti, gli organizzatori che man mano avranno modo di collegarsi con noi. Ok, siamo pronti? Questa sera non indugiamo oltre, siamo pronti per parlare con...
Hello, it's Max Pinot, so I'm here at home with my new assistant for my fourth XAlps, and I hope you will sleep less during the race and see you in June. Bye.
Ed eccoci qui finalmente con Maxime Pinot, team Francia 2, alla sua quarta XAlps. Gli diamo il benvenuto. Thank you, Maxime, for being with us.
Hello. Thanks
Good.
for your invitation.
Good. So nice. We have just a few days to go from the race, so I believe you are in full preparation of all it needs to do.
Yeah, it's we have a lot of stuff to to prepare. Now it's about the training. It's just a few flights and basically some running, and I can fly, but not really long. So it's really about being ready with all the stuff we have to carry.
Right, yes. I know that you have already also done a lot of teaching to the other pilots of the French team, so giving a lot of your experience to them.
Yeah, I was a coach in the Pyrenees. We have the French Federation has a structure there for the people under 18 years old, and yeah, we are coaching. We were coaching them during all year long, and yeah, it's really interesting to teach them about competitions, and basically we help them to learn faster competition and cross country. Yeah.
Right. Did you also teach about I Can Fly? Because for sure in 2 years' time we will have the first championship organized by the federation.
No, we don't teach them I Can Fly. We basically teach them cross country flying, because basically the sport which is recognized by the Ministry of Sports at the moment is cross country. Maybe it will change in a few years, but yeah, the French Federation, we have to also follow what the minister is recognizing. Yeah, so yeah, it's cross country competition. A lot of them are also quite big fans of I Can Fly, but yeah, but in the end, when you learn the good basics of cross country competition, then you can easily make the transfer to I Can Fly.
Sure, I understand. Yeah, maybe on the I Can Fly, it's also more let's say a meaning of being able to take the right decision when you are very tired and with a lot of stress. So competition like the one we are going to see, I believe is going to be one of those. So what do you think about the route this year?
The route is, I think, really complicated. I mean, we have a lot of points when we have to land down in the valley, or do like we have 3 via ferratas, and I think it's a lot of time wasted, I would say. If you have a really good day and you have to land in the middle of the afternoon down in the valley or doing the via ferrata, it's a lot of kilometers that you lose. And I think that's the main problem, because the route is really long. We have a lot of turn point where we have to sign, and actually, if we have really like bad weather, or it will be really a challenge to go all the way to the end.
All the way to the end, yes. Especially, I believe the turn point alle Deux Alpes, maybe going down, it's a little bit easier, let's say. I don't know if easy is the word, but coming back then to Lugano with all the air spaces also, and probably there will be a decision to take, either go in the big mountain or come down to Italy and stay in front of the mountain. What do you think? Which will be your choice, according to the
At the
weather?
moment, I don't try to anticipate too much, because you have to deal with the actual conditions you will find on the route. So, but what we can say is that at this point you have to take a really radical decision. If you stay in the big mountains, to try to be outside some stability that you can find more like south, and yeah, it will be really challenging, and there is no middle option, because there is the airspaces, and yeah, basically you have to choose at this point.
Right.
So we will see what happened at this moment. Also, there is a lot of airspaces to deal with. So at the moment, I can't say where we will go, but yeah, let's see.
Let's see. So we know that the Red Bull, it's a race for pilot, but also it's a team race. Tell us something about the team you have prepared for the race.
Yeah, in the team there is Salome, who is my girlfriend, and who knows me really well, and she's there since already 2 weeks Alps, and we have also 3 new people. They will discover the race, and they are really excited about it. So there is Christopher and Julien, who are really good pilots, and they are fit, and they can walk with me, hike with me, and Salome also, because she's really fit. And there is also one of my sisters coming, because she was really it's a good thing that she comes, because she wanted to see what it feels like from the inside, and she's really excited about it also. So yeah, it's kind of different mindset on the XAlps, and I'm happy that most of them will discover the race from the inside. And also the last person in the team is Julien Garcia, which is he is the French coach of the French Federation on the French team, and he's doing the routing behind the screen at home.
I
But
see. Good.
he's really important in the in the strategy.
Sure. Yeah, you mean to have a look from the outside, a more general look to see how weather is going to be and so on. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Mm. Maxime, do you believe after 3 races, and this is the fourth, the best strategy is to try to push away from already the beginning, or it's more, are you going to follow a strategy to stay a little bit behind in the group and try to come out at the end? Which will be your idea?
It's difficult to say anything, but what we can say is that because there is a lot of turn points, mainly at the beginning, during a long time, you have a lot of turn points with quite short distances between turn points. So I think that we will have a group race at the beginning, because of this, because it's quite short, because you don't have too many options. It's not really wide in the route you can take. So I think really until the moment it's more open after Les Deux Alpes, or maybe a little before. I think basically I think we can have quite big groups flying together.
I
And
see.
then maybe then it's the moment when there will be more option when we go back to Austria.
Right. It looks to me, looking at for example, the Dolomiti Superfly, or even last time XAlp, that these kind of races are getting at a very high level of pilots, that it looks like a Formula One race. I mean, the pilots arrive in 24 hours, you see 20 pilots arriving. Also, the Dolomiti Superfly, we saw 5 pilots in 1 hour arriving. So I believe the level is getting so high.
Yeah, it's the same everywhere. When the level is getting higher, you have the people get closer, and it is also the same in cross country competition. It's difficult to do really big gaps because everybody knows the tactics. Everybody is flying quite well, and really everybody knows how to play with the strengths they have. So yeah, I would not be really surprised if we keep a lot of people together for
Right.
quite a long time. But
Understand.
also, yeah, maybe it's possible that because the route is really also we will pass really high mountains from the beginning, so maybe it can split also because of this, but I'm not really sure about that. Yeah.
Mhm. I understand. I understand. Maxime, I ask you something out from the XAlp. I've been looking so many times to the big flight, the one of 457 kilometers you did together. You were, I don't know, 6 or 7 of you last year in France. Can you tell us something about this flight? Every time I look to the contest and I see this flight, I believe it's really amazing.
Yeah, it was it was kind of being quite open-minded because in the Alps the weather was basically not really good, and I was looking the weather in the flatlands because we saw that there was really cold air coming from the north, and in this kind of condition you can have really good condition in the flatlands. And I was looking at the weather like 5 days before we did the flight, and I started to recognize that maybe there will be really a really good day. And I just won all the French team and Julien, and we started to think about the logistic and how to get all these people on the right place to try something to try to break the French record. And yeah, the day was really good in the end. I think we had a really great day. The first 5 hours were really good, and the last 2 hours also. There was part of the flights little more trickier, but in the end, the day was really good.
Yeah, it really was unbelievable. A big distance like that. It must be something. I mean, since you did it also together with other pilots to do it, because when you do some explore like this only by yourself, it's good. But when you do it with somebody else, it must be really
Yeah,
fantastic.
and also all the people in the group with Honorin and there was Mitch Cervelin, there was Jonathan, Julien, Justin, and team. All these guys, there is really group dynamics, and you can
Yeah,
fly faster. And we know everybody really well. We know the strength. We know what I mean. Like team is really good in the thermals. Honorin and Jonathan, they are really good at finding thermals. Like so, we know the strengths of everybody, and it's easier to take decisions in the air. Yeah.
right. Yes. Maxime, you are for sure the pilot that many pilots look at to learn and to, let's say, get inspiration. But when we talk about you, who is your mentor?
Uh, I don't know. From the beginning, I always like to watch people in competition, and when I was like 13, when I started paragliding, I looked at Kriegel and I looked at Steve Cox and Charles Cazot and all these guys, and yeah, I was getting inspired by them because I'm really like I really like to think about performance, not because not about the titles, but just to be efficient in the air. It's really kind of my drive, I would say. And all these guys, and now I'm also one person who helped me a lot is Julien Garcia because without him, I think I would never had all these titles because he taught me how to get better, because I had the skills, but I had not all the tactic stuff to get all the titles. Yeah.
Right, I understand. By the way, many pilots told me that they also have a mental coach into the team. Do you have also one?
No, not on this race. I was working with someone for a few years now. I don't have a mental coach, but yeah, I'm looking for maybe someone in the next years. I don't know. It will depend on the goals. But yeah, there is like some guys like Tomatoria who are really cool to talk with, because I had some nice conversation with him sometimes. But no, nobody on the team is a mental coach at the moment. Yeah.
Understand. Now, I have one question for you now that I always ask to everyone, and I get so many different replies. So it's about the magic moment. For somebody, can be flying with a bird or coming back home after a big triangle or whatever. Which is your magic moment in flying?
Yeah, I think it's quite common, but it's when you hand a big cross country flight and at sunset, because yeah, for me it's a sign that you have been all the way to the end of the day, and when you can see the sun just setting down when when you end the day, it's kind of a really a big joy for me. Yeah, it's really my best moments. It's always these moments. Yeah.
Right, I understand. Yeah, I can say it's absolutely the same, even if I don't do flights like you do, but sometimes I take off in sunset, so and I
Yeah.
like this. It's good. Absolutely. Yes. Okay, so Maxime, thanks very much for this interview. We look forward
Yeah.
to
Thank
seeing
you.
you at the prologue. I will be there also in person, so
Okay.
to give some report again from the race. And so all the best for you and the team for this new XAlp adventure.
Yeah. Thanks. See you soon. See you at the product.
Thank you. Thank you again. Bye.
Bye.